So there have been rumors that P2B said that he's going to step down for Lord Jonathan if he eventually comes out to run. But I think Obi have come out to clear the air that there is no any pact with him and Jonathan, which means that he's still going to run in the next election. Obi have said it countless times, no matter what happens, I'm still going to run next election, which he have told us that he wants to do one term, and also told us that 2027 is the last time he's coming out to contest in politics, that after 2027 he will go and rest. So let me allow you guys to take a look at this video. Let me get your views in the comment section. I'll be guys in a minute.
Yeah, it's been in the news that since Jonathan came on board, not necessarily declaring, but he's become more politically visible in the last few weeks. People are saying, P2B appears to have calmed down, particularly when they met in Ghana, and also, and people have been saying, these people have worked together before. After all, it was Jonathan that appointed Obi to be the chair of SEC that time, So people are saying, Obi appears to have calmed down. But the voice is coming out and saying, no, Obi has no any part with Jonathan. Do you think people are just trying to douse the tension or confuse the environment, or just normal political calculation that if Jonathan comes, it is certain Obi will not come?
Certainly, what has happened over the weekend, coming from the side of Obi, is to douse the tension and to create that environment that is fluid of who is going to be the face of the opposition. Before now, I have it on a good authority where Obi has said that if Jonathan is running, he will not run.
Yeah.
So it will be coming to say that he had no part. There's no part. Nobody has said that they had a part.
Yeah.
What people are saying, what we have seen from the political space is that since Jonathan's voices kept going up, we saw the one of Obi either remaining mute or just going down or stand down. Other than this one that we're hearing, there's nothing wrong. If Obi said Obi had a part with Jonathan, they don't need to have a part. Obi said Jonathan is his elder brother, and he will not run against Jonathan if he's running. He also believes in the competency of Jonathan to steer the economy from the wood into the limelight. So, Obi saying it is very, politically it's right, because it's too early to have political part. We don't know what tomorrow holds for us. And this is being said that 24 hours is a long time in politics. 2027 is still far away, and the political party, none of them is stable yet. So if you want to just write Obi off at this moment, or Obi want to just stay away, it wouldn't have been good for the Nigerian politics. So I'm happy he's coming to clear the air that, look, I had no part with Jonathan from not running 2027, because 2027 is still very far from now.
A lot can happen.
So it is not new.
Okay, what are the hopes of obedience? Because obedience, in as much as they believe, most of them believe Jonathan's era, those who were already adults there, because most obedience are young people. So those who were already adults during the Jonathan's era believe that Jonathan's era is certainly better than what we have today. But in being truthful to the citizen and freedom, and even the democracy itself, which starts from election, the elections we have under Jonathan, votes were counting and things like that. And the economy was a lot more stable. Rice, they say Nigeria, everything are rice. Rice was 9,000 naira all through the tenure of Jonathan. So there's no way you can match that with what we have today. But that aside, not going into fiscal policies and all that, how Jonathan brought online payments and all that, obedience want this new face. They are unapologetic about wanting P2B to be president come 2027. And these people are not excited about Jonathan coming on board. Sincerely, they are not really excited about Jonathan coming on board. So do you think obedience should still keep their hope alive that P2B might be on ticket come 2027? Particularly when Philip said the other day that Jonathan is fond of raising momentum before election. At the end of the day, he will not run. That has been happening since he left office.
So I think that statement was basically meant for obedient movement, and I think they were smart about it, because these people know they are one way, and because they are all focused on Obi. And if by any chance they sense that Obi might not be there, there'll be a voter party. So how do you keep your base? You tell them that I am involved. I have not ceded this trust you gave to me to another person. That does not mean they don't have a part. That does not guarantee Obi will run. But you need to keep using a block in check. You need to keep them excited. Yeah. Look at INEC registration. Look at young people registering. This is all about because of Obi.
Yeah.
And if they sense that Obi will run, this will go down. And I praise Tanko. I think they're becoming more matured in how they do politics. They would have come out to play the CS. Jonathan is Obi's Oga. Obi will run against Oga. That's them 2 years or 3 years ago. Now they understand the dynamism of politics. As we said, there is no guarantee that Jonathan will run. There is no guarantee that he will not run. So what do? Keep your base in check. Because if you lose them now, maybe if Jonathan comes at last minute that he's not running, how do you call them back? Yeah. So it's a smart move, and I believe what they did was right. And for obedient movement, yes, we all believe in the principles of Obi. And that you believe in this principle does not mean that Obi is the only one that imbibes this principle. Let's look at things critically. When some people are yearning for Jonathan, it's not because that he's a saint, because he has been in that office and his track record does not score him poor. That's what we look at. He was removed.
Still reasonably young.
He was removed from office based on lies we are told. And 10, 12 years down the line, those lies we were told, these people that told the lie, they've not resolved it. Even got worse under their watch. So when some of us that stayed and saw what happened during Jonathan's time, we're not talking about Jonathan. It's not because we want to recycle the same people.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Not necessarily recycling, because sometimes you have to bring in politics. A lot of obedience, without strong apology, do not understand political dynamics. One, you have to win election, and because P2B appeals to you as obedient doesn't mean he appeals to every other person the same way. Some people, especially in the north, are much more interested in ensuring that the next president coming from south, Asiwaji's own is guaranteed that he can't serve more than one tenure. Good luck, Jonathan is guaranteed that he can't serve more than one tenure. That of P2B have to come under agreement or being a perfect gentleman and all that. And because of that, it's some fractions of the north, especially the elites, are still at home more with Jonathan. Is there any way obedience might see reason to that? Should Jonathan emerge at the dying minute and now carry their vote or at least some reasonable element of their emotion into supporting Jonathan?
Like he rightly pointed out, when he was speaking, he said that, look, what we believe that Obi can do does not reside on Obi alone to do for this country. There are other persons that can also do it in this country. He went further to state that we had Jonathan as a president, so he had records that we can fall back to and refer to, and that having that record with us, we know that is also in line with what we are seeing in Peter Obi. In fact, Peter Obi was part of that government, to a large extent. So what it means, because to be honest, it was Jonathan that brought Peter Obi. Obi left APGA because he saw these qualities in Jonathan. That's why he moved to the PDP. So the obedient, they need to see that, look, Obi has a mentor, whether you like it or not. And it happens that Obi sees Jonathan as one of his mentors who built the Nigerian economy to the point that it became the largest economy in Africa and the fast-growing economy in the world. So if Obi sees this in Goodluck Jonathan, and peradventure Jonathan, like we know him, like I said, he quoted me, we don't see him running at. He always, in the beginning, we said he want to run. When the dying minute, we throw in the towel. If Jonathan agreed to run and is in the ballot, the obedient movement should see that for Obi, for instance, for any reason Obi stepped down for Jonathan, they should also see why Obi had to take that decision. If they believe in Obi, that is the right person, and whatever decision Obi takes should bind on them. They should see that Obi cannot take wrong decision. That's why they believe in him. If Obi takes the decision to queue behind Goodluck Jonathan, I think the obedience should also follow suit and do same thing.
All right. Somebody told me the other day that Niger Delta men that we are fond of crying. Wike say when he remembers what Fubara did to him, his eyes is filled with tears. Jonathan also said that when when I hear people say, get, come back, his eyes fill with tears. so I don't know. When do you think when Obasanjo sees that he tore his PDP card simply because Jonathan was running and threw his weight somehow behind Buhari at that time, by not being with the party that made him president for 2 terms. Do you think if Obasanjo see Nigeria today, his eyes will fill with tears?
No.
For what is thought of APC?
Yeah, he will be filled with regrets. A lot of people that work against Jonathan, they are filled with regrets. Honestly, some people work with hope that they'll see a better Nigeria. Because a lot of people believe in the lies that were sold against Jonathan. They believe that Jonathan going out will lead us to a better Nigeria. But what they saw that Nigeria has gone 10 steps backwards. There's been backward movement, even some forward movement. So that is why Obasanjo might not today talk about against Jonathan. Because there was so much media campaign, blackmail campaign against Jonathan. And they suffocated the airspace. A lot of people believed in it. Why some of us look at it critically, like me for one, I never believed in it. I was still voted Jonathan.
A lot of us never believed in it.
So it was also some people that push those narrative now that don't ask Jonathan to come back. They made a mistake.
Okay, let's touch this a little bit. Tanko, took a swipe on David Umahi that 2027 is going to be based on competence, capability, and the character. It's not something of tribe or whatever, because Umahi was saying, no, they should allow Tinubu, of course, as expected of him, he's a minister serving under Tinubu, to allow Tinubu to finish his second tenure, that Tinubu has been nice to Southeast, ensure that Tinubu has been nice to everybody, that this man is welcoming everybody and is nice to everybody, beyond being nice, do you think the Southeasterners are ready you are from Southeast, are ready, in quote, to say, P2B, don't run if the people want you to run, simply because Tinubu has been nice to us?
See, niceness do not put food on Nigerian's table. He could be a nice guy, but has his policies work? I listened to Omai some days ago when he said Obi will not win any vote in Ebonyi. The Ebonyi people are smarter. They've seen through the lies. I look at him. I didn't blame him. He's speaking from his office, position of authority. He needs to defend the government he's in. Not just Southeast. Let's look at it broad wide.
But if you look at Umahi, he has played this politics game correctly. How do I mean? This is somebody who has been governor 2 times under PDP. I think he was a deputy governor also. Was he a deputy governor?
Yes.
I think he was a deputy governor. I can't remember. Yeah.
So
I don't have his profile complete. But I know he was governor 2 tenure.
Yeah.
You understand? And immediately upon just about completing his tenure, he switched to APC. And he's a minister today.
He has worked for him, boss.
Yeah, he's a minister today. So when these people that are into this political prostration, moving from one party to the other, speak like this, are you not scared he might be correct?
No, he's not correct. That you don't want it. He has worked for you personally. Doesn't mean you're correct. Has he worked for Nigerians? And Nigerians is better than they were 4 years ago. That's what person should ask. As our road better than it was 4 years ago, is our economy more stronger today than it was 4 years ago? All right. So those questions he needs to answer it.
Philip, Tinubu, according to Umahi, has been nice to everybody, especially Southeast and all that. You think that is going to dissuade P2B from running? For example, if the Southeasterner sing along with Umahi, say, after all, this man has been nice to us for a purpose of stability, let's allow him to go through.
You see, I'm not surprised to hear from the professor of
practice,
University of Construction, Lagos, Calabar, Coastway. So the first professor in history, professor of practice from the University of Lagos, Calabar, Coastway. So it is expected of him, and that's what he should say. The Umahi speaks for himself. All he's doing is all about permutation and calculations. Like he said, the question in 2027 is what Tanko put bare before the public. It is not tribe or individual. It is about competence, about who can take Nigeria out of the wood.
They are choosing P2B sacrosanct, which means that there's nobody else that Nigerians have chosen apart from this one man called P2B. So no matter what anybody try to do, Jonathan, no, Atiku, anybody that comes out that is no P2P, obedience are not supporting him. And we all know that almost the whole youth in Nigeria is obedient. That means every youth in Nigeria is supporting this man called P2B. So that is the stance where P2B is the obedience. The obedience is P2B. So these two people must join together to work. There is nobody that is supporting anybody that is not P2B. That is the promise Nigerians made. That if Atiku should come out and the Obi is not there, then we are not voting. That it's better that Tinubu wins that next election. So anybody that is coming out that is not P2B, it's better that Tinubu continues for the 8 good years. That's the terms that we, the obedient, is giving. So P2B should better be on that ballot box, or else let nobody else come out and let Tinubu continue his 8 good years in office. Let me get your views in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video.